Okay, imagine that you have a business meeting or you want to dress up for a special occasion, or God forbid, you have a date. So as you probably know, at this age, we graduate. We graduate to special shoes, right? Does anyone else ever grieve the shoes they used to have? I used to have a closet full of shoes. And I know it's the norm now that I'm over 60 and I have to go for comfort and not style, right? Well, look, here, I have to choose from. Those are my everyday shoes and I have to wear them all the time, especially if I'm walking because they have really strong support, right? If I'm dressing up, guess what, guys? This is my dress-up shoe. This spongy, wide thing. That's what I have to wear. These are kind of cute, but they don't have any support. My foot swells way up in them. So I can wear them like if I'm going to dinner and I'm just walking in and then walking out and sitting down. But that's it. And then these, come on. That is not a cool tennis shoe, right? With those white bottoms on them, but they're so squishy and I can't wear these for walking or anything. In fact, I shouldn't be wearing them at all. They just don't have any support. So that's it. Look, woohoo. So I get it. It's the cost of aging. Now I know that not everybody wears shoes like that. There's these beautiful women who can still wear heels after the age of 60. I recognize that and I salute you. You're amazing. But if you walk around like a store, like just a grocery store even, or Target or Walmart or whatever, look around at people our age wearing shoes. And a lot of them have to wear these comfy shoes. They don't get to wear the pretty stuff anymore. Okay, so here I am. Let's get real. These are my shoes if I'm wearing business attire. This just isn't going to work, right? There's no way I could pull this off. What if I just want to have a fun day in a sundress? This isn't working either. See my dilemma? It's not just about the shoes, right? That's just an example of how life changes after we're 60. There's a lot of changes. Our bodies change. Sure, medical things increase, like high blood pressure, potential for diabetes, just a lot of muscle deterioration, those kinds of things. We can circumvent some of that, but all the same, it's more prevalent than it used to be. Okay, well, we all know that. What about our body type changes? I've been overweight for decades, but I'm telling you, something happened. When I turned 60, I looked in a full-length mirror, and it was like overnight. I went from being overweight, noticeably overweight, to having the pear-shaped body. Why does everybody our age have the pear-shaped body? The little skinny legs and the pear-shaped center. Look around. If you don't have it, I'm so happy for you. But look around at the grocery store the next time you go. Look at everybody in our age category. There's all these walking pears. I don't know where it came from, but I'm not thrilled about it. Other things have changed too. Like, okay, tell me you don't notice this. There is a lot of gaslighting going on. I'm telling you, this past year, this has happened to me a good dozen times at work, where I'm told, no, I didn't say that, or I don't think you're remembering that correctly. And guess what? I know what I heard, okay? They think because we're over 60, that we're foggy, or that we think we're foggy, or that we'll accept the fact that, oh my gosh, I forgot because of my age. No, I didn't forget because I keep all my emails and I demand everything in an email. And guess what I do? I pull it up and I press reply and I go, here it is. But tell me you're not noticing that. It's not just work, it's home. It's like, are you sure you remember that correctly? Okay, so you get the picture. There's a lot of gaslighting going on. And this just started. This has not been my whole life. This is in this time period, okay? What about jobs, anyhow? Have any of you ever tried to get a job at age 60 or above? Something where we're not being a greeter, something that's not minimum wage. I mean, in the category that you used to work in. Has anyone tried to do that? That's almost impossible. But I can't say I blame them, I mean, I'm not very steady on my feet, and I fall asleep almost every day when I'm not supposed to. So I kind of get it. But it's a big change for us, We can't just go, okay, I'm going to switch jobs now or switch careers. We can, but how many of us are going, well, I'm going to switch careers and go back to school after age 60? Now wait, before I know I'm going to get comments that say, well, I did it. Well, I did too. Like, I graduated from college in my mid 50s. So I know people do it, but I'm saying it doesn't make much sense, because how many of us after we graduate at like 65 are going to go back to work and start a new career if we could get hired, which is almost nearly impossible, right? So all of these life changes, all of these things are different for us. There's one thing that's really great, though, that I'm going to mention in a minute. Another thing that's changed for me, I noticed, is like it's the way I think. When I go to a store, the minute I pull in that parking lot, I am scanning for where I'm parking, looking for landmarks so that I will remember, like, okay, I'm 2 stalls down from the cart collection station, that's to the right of the front door. So I'm trying to make a mental note so that when I come out and I'm looking into the abyss, like a deer in the headlights, I can go, okay, so it's to the right of the door, blah, 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 and I can find my car. Now, okay, employers, I don't blame you for not hiring us, honestly, when that's the way we're thinking. But there's this restaurant that I go to, and when I first went with my friend, it like has an upper layer. It's like, imagine like a split level house, right? So the restaurant's in the front and you park down in the back. Well, how do you think you get to the restaurant level? Stairs. They don't have an elevator. So the first time I went, I walk through that door and I look at this staircase. Oh my God, it might as well have been a ladder. It was so steep. But I can get upstairs pretty well. Going down them, that's another thing. So the whole beginning of the meal, I'm sitting there and my head's calculating, how am I going to get out of here without making a fool of myself? Walking down the stairs one at a time, 30 seconds per stair, holding onto the handrail for dear life. And so I finally mustered the courage to tell my friend that I'm meeting with, I don't think I can go down those stairs, right? And she says, oh, we can go out the front door, that you can walk around because the ground is sloped to the back. So that's what I have to do. But the point of that is my mind thinks differently. I don't just run into the restaurant and go have fun. I'm thinking about access, and I'm thinking about how I'm going to navigate and get around, right? I'm thinking about memory when I go into the Target store, wherever I go, Costco, and park. So the way we think is different. It's changed a little. We've had to adjust and compensate. But you know what? We have something that they don't have. We have a life of experience, a life of lived experience. And the biggest thing is our wisdom about time and purpose. Tell me how many of you haven't thought about, if I could go back, I would do this or I would do that. And how many of you have slowed down to take moments in, right? Think of Grandma at Christmas time when we were younger, and she would sit in that chair, just kind of quiet, while everybody's hustling and bustling around and presents and bows are flying in the air, right? And we're all thinking, oh, it must be so sad for her. So, no, she was smart. She was sitting back. She was taking it all in because she knew how important it was. She knew that moment was so special. She didn't need a present. She just needed to sit back and smile and enjoy it. Well, that's kind of where we're headed. And I feel like so many of us have gotten there, like time is everything. We don't want to waste it anymore, right? So take away my shoes, right? Take away a little bit of my memory, my stamina, my endurance. But I got something really special in this second half that I'm going to take advantage of, What about you? This is a good time. So we can look back, we can grieve our shoes or whatever it is for you. But man, I think this is going to be good. I think it's going to be good because of what I've learned from life. That's what age has brought me. That's the blessing of all of this. So just for kicks and giggles, what are some of the things that you regret? I know that, I'm focusing on the blessing, and I'm focusing on my shoes, but what is it for you, Tell me the gaslighting's not real. Like, I know it is. That happens all. What about when you go to the doctor? Have you noticed that? Come on. It used to be you talk about something and everyone's scampering around trying to make sure you're okay. And now it's just, oh, well, maybe you need to get some more sleep, or, they act like you're flipping crazy. So anyhow, this second half, let's make it really good. Let's make it intentional and purposeful. Let's slow down and let's take it in. All those things that we would go back and do differently, let's do them differently, because we can now, right? We have the wisdom. We know what's important.